Yo, welcome everyone. They pumped Bitcoin, got everyone to buy the breakout right here, and now they are dumping it again. This might be another major trap. Let me show you. Now, first you're going to see at what level did Bitcoin got a bounce off of yesterday. We were measuring the entire bottom price action with volume, and you can right to see we hit our value area low almost to the exact dollar accuracy. After that, Bitcoin got an explosive move towards the upside of, let's just say, approximately 7.3%. And of course, in our yesterday's video, we definitely talked about exactly this specific area of resistance. Not only because it was our value area high right here, but also we identified not only one, but actually two very important liquidity areas. And it really does look like we took the liquidity by a very small wick above this specific high. And since then, Bitcoin, of course, right now, it is getting a rejection back down. Not only that, remember in our yesterday's video, we also talked about our symmetrical triangle and what we were saying. If Bitcoin does right here get a push towards the upside, no way I'm going to look to fire another long or a buy trade. I'm personally not interested to go with a long position on the breakout right here. But guess what majority of the market were actually doing? Pay right now attention to the open interest indicator and to the CVD indicator. The yellow line right here is measuring if buying or selling pressure was coming in the market. So it does look like exactly at the high right here, we got a push towards the upside on the CVD indicator, major increase in the open interest indicator. And what does that mean? People, I'm not even joking right here, were actually buying the exact top. What can potentially go wrong? And right now, of course, they were trapped exactly at the top right here. And now market makers are reversing the price back towards downside. And of course, something very, very important I posted in my free VIP Discord group yesterday. I said, first resistance on Bitcoin just hit. Break this and we are looking for at least 72,000 US dollar area. But the thing is, note the resistance is resistance until proven otherwise. And it really does look like we hit our area of resistance almost to the exact dollar accuracy. We got everyone trapped looking to fire a long position exactly at the top right here. And only right now we are getting a reversal back towards downside, back into our symmetrical triangle. And definitely later in the video, I'm going to show you a trading setup for another short and also for another long or a buy position. But to be honest, where we are as right now, personally, I'm not really that interested to fire another long trade. Another buy position potentially could be offered to us much lower, below 60,000 US dollar area. But right now, actually, let me do share with you what is going to be the upper price target if Bitcoin potentially is going to get another push up. But again, to be honest right here, personally, I'm not really looking to fire a long trade, even if Bitcoin right now is going to get another push up. Remember, the most important levels we usually pay attention to, of course, are liquidity levels. And right now, the next liquidity level, if Bitcoin does continue higher, is simply going to be this specific high right here at approximately 71,000 US dollars. But not only that, remember the level I mentioned in yesterday's video. We went with our trend-based Fibonacci extension from the low right here, back towards the high, back towards this specific low. The one-to-one Fibonacci extension level on Bitcoin is coming in at approximately 70,600 US dollars. And I would say like that, if we do get right here another push towards the upside, pay attention to this exact area where potentially we might be looking for another short or a sell trade. And yes, later in the video, I'm going to show you exactly what we want to see at this specific level if Bitcoin right here is going to get another push up before we might even fire another short trade. That is right now why I would really appreciate if you smash up the like button, because 1,000 likes are really possible. And of course, also, thank you for subscribing to the channel right here. Right now, let me do share with you at what area is Bitcoin trading as right now, and also let me do show you some kind of a bearish indication on the money flow and also on the RSI indicator on a very high term time frame. Now, first thing that we are going to see, of course, Bitcoin only a few minutes ago unfortunately broke the top of our symmetrical triangle back towards downside. So it really does look like we are back in the triangle once again. Not only that, remember our descending channel right here. We tried breaking it towards the upside, but right now once again Bitcoin is trading back below the top level of our descending channel. So if you look like that, both of those indications could potentially be some kind of a red alert, a sign of weakness on the Bitcoin chart itself. And that is right now why, if we are going to continue lower, we need to talk about the best area of support you need to be aware of. But also, I want to show you another reason why Bitcoin in the upcoming hours might even continue much lower. Let's go right now on the daily time frame. First of all, I'm going to go on the line chart for us to simplify the entire price action at the bottom right here. And we are going to go with the money flow indicator and also the relative strength index, or RSI, where of course you're going to see the RSI indicator is once again getting quite a significant push towards the upside. Bitcoin price unfortunately not following, and that is why we are forming right here lower highs on the price action of Bitcoin, but higher highs not only on the RSI indicator right here, but also on the money flow indicator. Both of those indicators on the daily time frame are right now having a bearish indication, which is going to be a hidden bearish divergence, which simply means continuation of the downtrend right now is definitely slightly more likely. Not only that, let's go right now on the 12-hourly time frame, where the picture is going to be very similar. Brand new higher highs are being formed on money flow, brand new higher highs are being formed on the RSI indicator, but on the Bitcoin price, definitely we are still forming lower highs right here. So this right here is a major red flag in my opinion. That is right now why, of course, we do have, technically speaking, a higher probability of pushing towards downside. However, I'm not going to flip extremely bearish on Bitcoin until I'm going to see one of the most important support areas to be broken back towards downside. And what is this specific support area actually going to be? Let's go right now on the daily time frame, where we are going to identify a brand new daily high-term time frame area of support exactly at $65,700 US. This specific level was confirmed only a few hours ago when Bitcoin closed our previous daily candle back in green, and this right here is simply going to be a high-term time frame area of support. Additionally, what is usually the most important Fibonacci ratio? We go with our Fibonacci retracement from our swing low back towards the swing high, going with the golden Fibonacci ratio, and it really does look like golden pocket right here coming in exactly at our daily support level. But not only that, remember our volume levels. Let's go with our fixed range volume profile, measuring the entire bottom price action with volume, and right now, surprisingly or maybe not, the value area low coming in exactly at this specific area. So it really does look like Bitcoin's first major support level is going to be $65,500 US. But remember what we said before, because of so many bearish indications on the RSI and the money flow indicator on the daily time frame, it could potentially mean, sure, we are going to get some kind of a bounce at this specific area. Then of course, because of the hidden bearish divergence, continuation of the downtrend is slightly more likely. So of course, potentially right here, we get some kind of a lower high and then simply continue the entire trend much lower, maybe even below $60,000 US area. And yes, later in the video, I'm going to show you exactly where we can be looking for another short trade, and also where potentially we might even be going with another long or buy position. And that is right why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free $30,000 US bonus with the first link down below in the description, because when you're going to register on Bybit, you're going to get 20 USDT completely for free, and then also make sure you deposit because you're going to get another 20 USDT completely for free. When you're going to get your bonuses on Bybit right here with the first link down below, you could then potentially enter a brand new trade on Bitcoin or Ethereum or whatever altcoin you want to trade. But also right now on Bybit, you're even able to not only trade crypto, but actually Forex, commodities, and stock CFDs. But additionally, if you feel slightly more risky, you can even trade brand new tokens that are being released. So I would suggest you, if you right here want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free bonuses using the first link down below after you register and after initial deposit. Right now, let me share with you what is on the other hand going to be a bullish indication of Bitcoin, and of course also when then potentially we can say, okay, we are probably going to continue much higher towards the upside. Now of course we can right to say, if our value area high right here is going to get broken towards the upside and we do not get the acceptance back below the level, definitely a major bullish Bitcoin indication. Let's look for higher, and in this scenario, of course, we are probably going to look toward the area of approximately $72,000 unless we are breaking the value area high. Unfortunately, this specific chart is not actually looking that bullish, even though on the 1 hourly time frame we did get a bullish cross with our exponential moving averages, because what you're right now going to see, only a few hours ago when Bitcoin got this entire pump, we got the 50 and 200 exponential moving average bullish cross, and technically speaking, this right here is a bullish indication for Bitcoin. But the reality is, on the 2 hourly we are still in a downtrend, on the 4 hourly we are still in a downtrend, and it really does look like the trend right now is still very strong towards upside. Also, as we said before, the RSI and the money flow indicator right here are definitely looking slightly more bearish, and that is right now why I need to talk about not only one but also actually two very important potential short or sell trades. I would say like that, if Bitcoin right here in the upcoming hours is maybe even going to hit our golden Fibonacci ratio and then experience a bounce towards the upside, you definitely need to be paying attention to how much volume is going to come in the market on the bounce towards the upside. If the volume is going to be very high, and if Bitcoin is going to move impulsively similarly as this specific pump right here, sure, we could be looking for higher. But the thing is, if we do get right here potentially a push towards the upside, very much choppy price action, volume going lower and lower, bearish indication, and in this scenario, of course, we could be looking for a short or a sell trade, stop loss above our recent high, literally targeting another major push towards the upside, at least to approximately $60,000 area. Additionally, another short trade I want to share with you is going to be a short trade if Bitcoin right here does get an impulsive move towards the upside above our recent high. The thing is, fortunately for us, we do not have to guess on what is going to happen in the future. We just need to pay attention to see how Bitcoin is potentially going to get a bounce towards the upside in the upcoming hours. Is it going to look impulsive or is it going to look corrective? But the thing is, if we do get right here another impulse towards the upside, as we said before, pay attention towards our recent highs right here, exactly towards the area of the 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension. When we go from our low back towards the high, back towards this specific low, 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension level coming in at $70,500. And here you also need to pay attention to something very important. You need to go with the volume indicator, fixed range volume profile, measure the entire bottom price action right here, and then very simply, if Bitcoin hits our 1-to-1 and then gets a rejection, once again going below our value area low, major red flag in this scenario, simply looking for a short trade, stop loss above the recent high, looking for another major push down below $60,000. So we really do have right here a very nice plan, and we are going to look for a short trade right here with both explained scenarios. We get a small push towards the upside right here, it's going to look weak. We can already look for a short approximately at this specific area, but then simply if we go slightly higher, pay attention if Bitcoin is then going to get the acceptance below our value area high, because if the acceptance right here, if the rejection right here is not going to happen, in this scenario, of course, we are going to look for much higher targets. But at least as of right now, what we said before, the trend on the exponential moving averages on the 2-hourly, 4-hourly daily time frame, it is still towards downside. And not only that, the RSI indicator and the money flow indicator are right now still saying to us, probably we are looking for lower. And as we said before, if Bitcoin right here is going to drop lower, at what area we can be looking for another long or a buy trade? Very simply, and definitely below $60,000 area. That is right now why, if you want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free $30,000 bonus with the first link down below in the description. You register on Bybit, you're going to get 20 USDT completely for free. You deposit, you're going to get another 20 USDT and even bigger bonuses using the first link down below in the description. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.